it's Gwen. I just wanted to say Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you have a great day. I am pre-filming this, but I plan to schedule it for Christmas Day, so I really hope that you got all the books you wanted. If not, a lot of gift certificates or gift cards to the bookstores that you love, so you can go out and buy the books that you want. I usually don't get books for Christmas. I don't know why. I tell people I want books for Christmas. One of my sorority sisters did give me 2 books for Christmas, and I'm really excited about that. And I did end up buying a lot of books leading up to Christmas. I will be doing a huge haul of all the books that I got in December when I get back from visiting my parents, so sometime next week. But today is the big day. It is Tuesday, December 23rd, and this is the day that after my fiance gets out of work, we get to drive to Pasadena, Maryland and see my parents for Christmas. And I'm super excited because it's not often that I get to go home for Christmas, and I do love it, so I'm really excited. So anyway, so today I wanted to film my 5-star reads for 2014. So any books that I read in 2014 that I rated 5 stars, I'm going to go ahead and list those for you because these are obviously the books. Maybe they're not my favorite books, but they were the books that I thought deserved 5 stars. And obviously if they got 5 stars, I kind of liked them too. But these are the, I used my rating from Goodreads, and I went on the basis of the 5 basic story elements: characters, plot, setting, purpose, and resolution. So let's just jump into the list. I'm going to list them in the order that I read them up until, like, you know, at the beginning of the year, towards the end of the year. And I actually only read 42 books this year. My goal was 52, but I read 42, and that's super great because I really just got into reading this year, and the beginning of the year was rather slow. I'm hoping 2015 will be different for me, but without further ado, here are the books that I rated 5 stars in the year 2014. Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. Of course, this is an awesome book. This is pretty much everybody's favorite book out of the trilogy, and while it's not my favorite movie of so far, the 2.5 movies, I'll say, it was definitely my favorite book. It gave a lot more insight and behind the scenes in this book than that was in the movie, and yeah, I read this over the summer and I rated it 5 stars. The next book is a John Green book, and that is Looking for Alaska. I absolutely loved this book. I picked this up after reading The Fault in Our Stars. I kind of wanted to read everything from him after that, so I picked this up, and I picked a couple of other books up that I have still not read. But this, I didn't even rate The Fault in Our Stars 5 stars, but this I rated 5 stars because I loved Alaska, and I loved the story, and it was just so creepily romantic, and yeah. So if you haven't read this one, I highly recommend you pick it up. The next book that I rated 5 stars is, of course, Something by Rainbow Rowell, and that was Eleanor and Park. And if I had to pick my favorite book of the year, this would probably be it because I just loved this book so much. It really got me excited for reading, and as soon as I read this book, I was a huge fan of Rainbow Rowell's and ended up buying all of her other books. So thumbs up to Rainbow Rowell and thumbs up to this book. And the next book on the list is one I also read over the summer, and I have Lainey at Ginger Reads Lainey to thank for this because she was raving about The Kiss of Deception by Mary E. Pearson, and I absolutely loved this book. I talk about it on my channel all the time. I'm super pumped for the next one, and if you haven't heard about it, just scroll through some of my videos. I talk about it in almost every single video. The next book, no surprise, another Rainbow Rowell book, and that one is Fangirl by Rainbow Rowell. So I picked this one up because I did love Eleanor and Park so much, and I also rated this 5 stars. A lot of people say it's not the best, it's not one of their favorites, and I have to say, well, I really loved Eleanor and Park. Like, I didn't think it could get any better, but I really loved Landline from her, like, better. But it was kind of, I felt Landline was more adult, and Eleanor and Park was more young adult, so it's kind of like a hard distinction. But Fangirl, another 5-star rating for me. The next 2 books that I rated 5 stars, I actually read in ebook form, and I got both of them courtesy of NetGalley and the publishers and the authors that correspond with each book. So the next book, I will insert picture here, of Doomboy by Tony Sandoval, and this was a graphic novel, and it had very little words, but it was more pictures, and I loved the art, and I loved the story, and it was just gorgeous. It was a gorgeous book. It was a gorgeous story. The art was amazing. Yeah. The next one that I read that I raved a lot about, and that is because the author tweeted me and liked my review, and I was super like fangirling about her, and that is A Girl Called Malice by Aurelia Rowell. And I don't feel bad mispronouncing her name now because she let me know it's not her real name. It's her like pen name. So yeah, that's like an anagram, she said, for like her real name. But anyway, she's so funny and so nice, and I really enjoy being able to use social media to reach out to authors that we love, and she reached out to me as well. So I was super like fangirling about that. But her book was amazing. It really was. I'm not plugging it because I got it free on NetGalley. I'm not plugging it anything to do with the author. I really rated it. I had no idea she was going to contact me. I rated it fairly, and I just loved the dual perspective of the main character Alice as Alice and Malice, and the love story was super cute, totally not insta-love, and it was perfect. And the last book that, oh no, 2 more books. Two more books. Okay. So those were my 2 ebooks that I read. The next 2 books, back to physical books, thank goodness. The next, no surprise, could it be a Rainbow Rowell book? Of course it is. Landline by Rainbow Rowell. Loved this book, loved this book, loved this book. It's another one that I talk a lot about because I'm sort of obsessed. I'm obsessed with her writing. I'm obsessed with her as a person. Like, can I just be her or something? Yeah, make that happen. And the last book that I read, that I rated 5 stars, was the first one in the Darkest Minds trilogy. So, The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. Loved this book. I loved this book so much. It's bae. Bae. I loved this book so much. The character development, the plot, the setting, the dystopian world, the government rehabilitation camps. Just, so good. I did read Never Fade. It didn't make it on the list. And I still haven't read Afterlight. So there's that. But yeah, so those were my books that I rated 5 stars this year. I can't wait to see what books I rate 5 stars next year. A lot of the books that you guys have been putting on your top books of 2014, yeah, those are still on my TBR. Or I don't even have copies of them. So expect to see a lot of throwback books on my list next year. That's all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed watching my 5-star rated book list, and I'll see you next time. Bye!